Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a little server review on Hypixel. This is going to be the beginning of a long-running series of me doing server reviews on various servers. I just thought this server would be a particularly good baseline. Now, the way this is going to be scored is there are going to be 3 10-point categories, which I'm going to average out in the end, and that is going to be the final score of the server. It's going to be out of 10 points in total. Now, the first category is going to be creativity. Creativity is going to be scored completely off the server's individuality when it comes to game types, as well as their twists on already well-known game types that make them more enjoyable. The second category is community. Community is scored entirely off of the players that play on the server, as well as the staff that run it. The third and final category is replayability. Replayability is scored off of the ability for players to come back and play more on the server, as well as the depth that comes out of the game types. Now that that's all out of the way, let's get started. Now, since the first time I logged onto the Hypixel network about 2 years ago, there have been many additions as well as changes. Their ideas for new game modes seem endless, and they always have kept improving and expanding upon their older games, making them very enjoyable. But with producing so many different games, there comes a problem. They can't really provide much depth and much interest within those games. They can make them, yeah, fun, but they can't really make them, you know, that experience that makes you want to come back and keep on playing for hours and hours on end. It's essentially kind of like you'll play for maybe 20 to 30 minutes at a time, but I can't really see myself coming back and playing for 4 and 5 hours. But they present it to you in a very, very interesting way. They do provide you with easy access, GUIs, teleports, and all these other gadgets you can use to get there very quickly to the games and get started playing. I do like that. That is a very good plus. Not only that, but their community is full of marvelous people. These people are some of the most friendly people I have ever met on Minecraft servers. I don't think once in my 2 or 3 years of playing on this server I have ever been cursed at, or ever been called stupid, or ever been yelled at for losing a game. It's always been good games, and I hope you have a nice day. Now, one of the first things you're going to see when you log in this server, and it will hook you in for the first couple seconds, is the server build itself. The server build is marvelous. It looks gorgeous. It's very well done and very complete and very straightforward. The people who built it obviously knew what they were doing and what they were going for. Now, one thing I wish Hypixel would do is I wish they would host a vanilla survival, vanilla creative, vanilla factions kind of servers. Now, I do understand there is a little bit of a problem with this since they have such a massive, massive community. It may be a little bit of a problem of hosting these, as well as it might be a problem of controlling these, since they might explode because there's several thousand people on at a time, and all these people log into survival at once, the world's going to be trashed immediately. But there are ways around it, and I really hope they do find those ways. Now, it's time for the scoring phase. Alright, for creativity, I give the Hypixel Networks a 10. Now, I may be being a little bit lenient with this, but a 10 is what they deserve. They've put in the work, they've been doing this for years, they've done a great job so far, and they're going to keep doing a great job. You can always trust them to pull through. Their builds are beautiful, their plans for the future are great, and they continue to develop and grow into what a Minecraft server can only dream of. Now, on to the community. For the community, I give the Hypixel Networks a 9.5. The only reason for this minor point deduction is the fact that I have never actually been able to get into contact with any of the Hypixel staff, so I don't really think I should give them a 10, but a 9.5 seems fair. Their community is full of very friendly players, as well as there are not many trolls within the games. I never really run into any AFKs, as well as I never really actually get, like, you know, yelled at in the chat or anything like that. And finally, for the section of replayability, I give them an 8. Now, yes, I do realize this score is quite a lot less than the other scores, and let me tell you why. It's because none of their games really offer the player any kind of reward or sustenance for playing, as well as the fact that the games don't really have much depth to them. Like, you get in there and you play it for 20 to 30 minutes and it's over. It's all done in that short period of time, and then it's just restarting, and that's not really what I would go for in a server, but it's what they're going for. So I'm going to give them an 8. I'm not going to take much more off for that. Now, there is another issue, and that is the fact that they have implemented microtransactions into their server. Now, If we look back at video game history, whenever a game has implemented microtransactions, it has immediately destroyed the community and destroyed the game itself's release. There are only a few titles I can think of that actually had a successful launch like this. Now yes, I do understand that servers have to make money. It's just a fact of being a server owner. The server's gotta stay afloat somehow. I do understand that. But since the server has these microtransactions implanted into it, it's kind of like this cancer, for lack of a better word, that's going to spread and eventually kill off the server. It's making it where players are having to pay for the coin so they can look really cool. I want to keep playing and earn that really cool chess piece. I understand y'all put it in so you can, but it's going to take me days and days of my life to earn this chess piece playing games that aren't really that fun for that long. They don't hold the, they don't hold the same value for that period of time. So I do have to give it an 8. I'm sorry guys, but that's the highest I can score it at. Now, on to the scoring. The Hypixel network scored a 10, a 9.5, and an 8. That averages out to be a 9.16. A very, very formidable score for any opponents. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, leave a like and a comment down below. They are both highly appreciated. And if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe for more daily content. Anyway, my name's Tarma, and I'm signing off.